Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Special Prosecutor Jack Smith has a serious problem on his hands. He's getting destroyed. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're on the Trump train for 2024, smash that join button, become a member of this channel, and get cool, free, exclusive content. So, Judge Aileen Cannon, I love her. I want her to go to the Supreme Court. She is smacking down Jack Smith, and liberals all over TV are having a fit. They want her off the case. They want her recused. They want her removed. They want her to do the hokey pokey. They want all kinds of things because they can't stand that there's a judge out there who's, doing this crazy thing called following the actual law, who's actually doing things that are not just, let's get Trump. They're used to Judge Merchan and Judge Engoron and all these judges that do their bidding, and they didn't run into that here with Judge Aileen Cannon. No, they ran into a force. And Smith, he was smacked down. The judge told him, I don't appreciate your tone, when Smith's team was going at her and being nasty with her, because she's not going to give them the gag order they're seeking. I'm telling you that right now. They want a gag order on Trump. She realizes that this man has to speak at a debate. He has to speak at presidential rallies. Nobody's in danger here. There's no reason for a gag order except you want to affect the outcome of a presidential election. That's why you want him silenced. Forget everything else, Jack Smith. You are a rogue special prosecutor who's been smacked down and unanimously overturned by the Supreme Court before. You are out of control, and that's why they picked you. You think you're Elliot Ness, but you're Elliot Less. Let's take a look at this meltdown, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
To be fair, they are arguments that have been made before unsuccessfully. Defendants commonly challenge the qualifications, the serviceability of the independent counsel, and fail. I think she wants to kick the tires a little bit on this, make sure she understands the law. She invited amicus participation, meaning not parties to the case.
Yeah, anyone else want to
comment
on
parties
this?
to come in, and law professors and others to come in and argue before her. Again, all very unusual, but this is an unusual case.
And she seems to be frustrated with the prosecution, repeatedly telling them she doesn't like their attitude.
Oh, absolutely. That was one of the most striking things from yesterday's hearing, is that the prosecutors came in, they presented their arguments as to why the gag order on Trump should be expanded, and somewhat surprisingly, Judge Cannon went after the prosecutors for adopting an inappropriate, in her view, tone toward her, and it ultimately led the prosecutors to actually apologize to her.
But look, the prosecutors, this isn't a mystery to them anymore. They know how Judge Aileen Cannon views them and maybe views this case. So how should that color how they go forward?
Well, look, I think they have to understand what they're dealing with here. They are not going to they're not dealing with a judge that generally sees their case favorably, and they have to act accordingly. I think that they are making these motions because they do have a legitimate concern that former President Trump's comments were placing the safety of FBI agents in danger. So they had to make those arguments. They presented them. I think they learned a little bit of a lesson in that they're going to probably try to tone back the approach that they take with this judge because she doesn't like it when they get aggressive with her. But these are the arguments the prosecutors have to make.
One of the things the defense is going to try to do is get Evan Corcoran, who was a lawyer for